I am Xiyin, forgotten by my husband, a woman who has been victimized in the world of love. My husband, Chu Heng, is so self-restrained that he won't even touch me in bed. I had thought he was a career-minded man who was indifferent to his feelings, but the truth was that he was waiting for another woman, white moonlight. It was when I left under false pretenses and remarried someone else that he looked around for me like a madman. He was on the border for 3 years, but only to wait for the white moonlight in his heart. I prayed grimly and blessed him day after day, but he was as cold as ice to me. 3 years of waiting, 4 years of marriage, but he only touched me once, and this memory is deeply engraved in my heart. Even on the night of the wedding, he would rather fake the falling red than touch me. Until one time, he came back drunk. I accidentally fell down. Kitten pounced into my arms. He saw my skin arched open by the kitten, and his eyes became dark. In that moment, I thought he had finally ironed out the dead wood, but he just roughly pushed me to the window and rammed hard. I endured the pain, but contracted wind chill. He was on garrison guard for 3 years, and every day I prayed for him. But even when he returned, he never asked me for half a word of concern. Until one day, he came back with a woman. Her name was Yan Qingshu, the widow of his late colleague and his senior sister. She was dressed in plain clothes, with a golden plum at her temples and slightly red eyes. Chu Heng said that she had suffered so much at the border that even her in-laws would not give her a place to stay. I was kind enough to place her in the backyard of the elegant garden and treated her as a guest of honor. In the evening, Chu Heng returned but offered to let Yan Qingshui live in the mansion. I advised him that there was no need to worry. Mrs. Yan had already been well placed by me. His gaze looked at me deeply. Madam seems to be in good health. I am very relieved. I pulled him back and told him that I had been accompanying my mother all these years. He finally admitted that he had wronged me and offered to stay in my room on the 15th of every month until I was pregnant with my first son as compensation.